What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto. I am one of your hosts, Dave, and we are joined with Robin, and today we are talking all things Chainlink, what moves they're making, and why we're so bullish on it. So let's not waste any time and let's get right into it. First thing we're going to talk about is their brand new partnership with Swift, this proof of concept project, which is going to allow traditional finance companies the ability to transact across blockchain networks. Also, Chainlink is running with what's called a build program, where up-and-coming teams can donate 3 to 5% of their native tokens to the Chainlink network in return for access to Chainlink data. This is meant to help fund new up-and-coming projects. Also, staking is set to go live by the end of this year. Some of the benefits include enhanced security, ecosystem growth, and possible loss protection utility. Talk about that more in detail. Also, their partnership with Coinbase Cloud. So what this will allow them to do is to scan every NFT transaction in a collection across all the major marketplaces like OpenSea, like Magic Eden, to provide real-time floor price feeds. Some other notable partnerships for Chainlink include Amazon, the Associated Press, Swisscom, AccuWeather, and much, much more. So let's break this down. Obviously, the big news of the day was the partnership with Swift, the world's largest payment rail, over 44 million messages sent every single day across the globe. Well, now they are planning on bringing all of that, all those transactions, all those messages onto the blockchain with the help of Chainlink. Now, we talked about this on our live show earlier this week, or earlier today, my apologies. And this is huge. We're talking about a company, a foundation that was founded over 50 or close to 50 years ago that has made no changes to the way they operate. And here comes Chainlink, changing up everything. Robin, what are your thoughts?
So, first of all, let's just grasp how large of a partnership this is. I mean, Swift Payment Systems is the backbone of the financial institutions that we have now. Everything moves through the Swift system. If you have ever sent a wire transfer, it is through the Swift system. It's basically an intermediary that facilitates a transaction across borders. Now, that's used by nation states. It's used by central banks. It's also used by private banks. It's used by individuals like yourself and I when we decide to send money abroad in the form of a wire transfer. So basically 99% of all transactions around the world are done through this system. And there's all this talks when it comes to cryptocurrency in the aspect of, hey, eventually this technology will be disruptive and it can replace the Swift system. It can replace, you hear that over and over again. And, you know, there is some merit to it because right now the Swift system takes 3 to 5 business days for a normal transaction to settle. And obviously in today's age, not rarely efficient. Now, with that said, you can now partner with Chainlink and get this done instantaneously. So instead of Chainlink trying to supplant the competition, they're partnering with it. So absolutely huge.
The reason I'm so bullish on this partnership is A, what I mentioned before. Swift hasn't made any major changes to the way they operate, like ever. And so for them to come in here and look at what's in front of them and see that CBDCs, they're coming and they're coming after the Swift system. And so for them, it's a moment of, hey, we either get with the program or we get left behind. And so that is the power of blockchain and cryptocurrency. And we are seeing it unfold right now. Now, what I'm super excited about is staking. Chainlink hasn't had staking. It is set to go live by the end of this year. So what this will allow is for more utility for the Link token. Also provide more security for the network. Also, this loss protection thing sounds pretty cool. So essentially, if you lose money due to wrong information being fed into your smart contract, you can now regain some of that lost money through the loss protection through the staking. Are you as bullish on the staking as I am, Robin? Talk a little bit about what it can do for price action.
Well, first of all, let's not kid ourselves. Staking is locking up the token, which is beneficial for the circulating supply. And if you're concerned about price action, extremely bullish. Because we know if people are hodling instead of speculating, it's good for the space overall. Now, I think it's not going to be anything too dramatic. I think the news of them offering staking when it initially announced a few months ago, I think that was pretty bullish, and that you saw price action. But after it's said and done, I don't think like the day it rolls out, basically, you're going to get this big price movement, but super bullish for the tokenomics and for Chainlink in the space. And I think it's just going to adopt more users because people are going to feel more vested in the project because they have physical tokens locked into it.
Not only that, it decreases sell pressure. So when the market decides to tank, the sell pressure is not going to be as much as it would be without staking. So instead of, let's say 20% of the liquid supply is staked, now you have 20% less sell pressure, technically. So to say, if you were to extrapolate that, if we were to see a big market turn to the downside, 20% less push to the downside, if that kind of makes sense. Now, what are your thoughts on this Coinbase cloud partnership? So essentially what they're going to do is they're going to aggregate all the data of a certain collection across all major secondary marketplaces like OpenSea, like DYDX, like Magic Eden, and to be able to provide a real-time floor price for NFT collections. And so what this allows you to do, it's think of it like those car insurance companies who isn't just Progressive or State Farm. It's a intermediary that essentially aggregates all the best car insurance prices. You go to that one place and you can pick, hey, I want this one. This is the best bang for my buck. And so what do you think that can do for the NFT marketplace?
Well, I think there has been manipulation. Not even I think. There has been manipulation when it comes to marketplaces for NFTs. OpenSea being front and center when it comes to some suspicious activity. And so having your data sourced by somebody else and having that pumped in at real time, I think is nothing but beneficial for the space. And so if you want to have realistic numbers that are up to date, up to the second, you need to outsource that. And you know what? OpenSea is not a blockchain. They do buy and sell their assets in the form of NFTs. They do those transactions through a blockchain network. However, OpenSea itself is not a blockchain at all. They are a company. And so if you're looking to have realistic prices and realistic markets, you need to that are on blockchain. You need to have those verified on the blockchain and not by a centralized company.
And here's one thing to remember. Oracle services are the backbones of smart contracts. And that is literally what Chainlink is. Not only are they an Oracle service, they are the gold standard. So when I tell you Amazon, AccuWeather, you had the Associated Press, the newspaper, when they are all lining up to use Chainlink services, you have a project that has a great founding team behind it with Sergey Nazarov. You have a project that is continuing to build. It is a necessity if you want to run on blockchain. And so it's to no one's surprise that all these large companies that are making the crossover into blockchain have dubbed Chainlink as their go-to Oracle service. Now, what about price action? Is this a good time to buy? Let's take a look. So I have the daily chart pulled up here for Chainlink. And a couple of trend lines I drew. This first one here is more of a macro trend line. This is drawn all the way from September of last year. Has been a good spot for support and resistance. And as you can see here currently, if I zoom in a little bit to more of a where we are now, we have crossed above it. And now we are currently building support on top of this trend line. So for the past, I would say, few months, this has been a resistance line. Now it looks like Chainlink is looking to flip this into a support line, which would be extremely bullish in the short term. If I were a swing trader, if you are looking to swing trade, I would look at seeing where this candle closes in about 4 hours. And if it closes above, look for it to make a move to this up channel here, right at $8.47. That would be a nice 60 to 70 cent profit per token for you if you're looking to swing trade. Now, if you are bullish on Chainlink in the long term, like we are here at Sin City Crypto, anything under $10, in my opinion, is an absolute steal. Chainlink did make recent bull market all-time highs right around that $50 to $55 mark. My bet, and this is not financial advice, is it will blow through that all-time high. Once staking is live, once that sell pressure is gone, once we see more of these traditional market, traditional finance companies hopping on the blockchain, they are going to need an Oracle service. And guess who they're going to go to? They're going to go to Chainlink. Chainlink is going to continue to build in the bear market. We are extremely bullish on Chainlink here at Sin City Crypto.
I will say one last thing, back onto the Swift ideology here. This isn't the first time they've partnered with Swift. It's not like they just all of a sudden did a handshake. They've had two other past basically test nets or where they tried some things out. Swift earlier this year and Chainlink around March this year, 2022. They did a test of CBDC transfers on the Chainlink blockchain. So now, if you take the partnership we have now, you incorporate CBDCs. I'm telling you, the CBDCs is the future, and if you're going to facilitate the movement of those on the Swift network, it's going to all be done by Chainlink. I'm telling you, the wire transfers that as we know it now will be blockchain transfers done on Chainlink. Super bullish. That's all I got there.
And we will leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed the content. Make sure to like and comment. Are you bullish on Chainlink? Are you buying? Do you have a bag? Let us know. Also, make sure to check us out Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Las Vegas Pacific Standard Time for our daily live show. Thank you so much again for watching. Until next time, friends, take care.